Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to race number 7 of Season 3 of the RWC. We are quickly approaching the end of the 3rd season already. However, the battle is not over. If anything, this season has proven to be the most competitive amongst drivers and amongst teams with the introduction of the Constructors' Championship. It's looking to be a good one here at Suzuka. It's a very fast course. A lot of the bigger engine teams, same as last year, have qualified for the top half of the grid. So we'll see how big of a shakeup that will be. Gao, the driver for Ferrari, currently in the lead of the Drivers' Championship. However, Porsche is currently leading the Constructors, which is a little bit of an underdog team, considering that Porsche, in terms of statistics, is a mid-tier team with their rear engine V6. So it's going to be very interesting to see how all of those results look after this race. But with all that being said, we hope that y'all enjoy this race. Grab y'all snacks, grab y'all drinks. It's going to be a very interesting race here in the last third of the season. And let's go racing. The green flag has dropped here in Japan. Race number 7 is now underway here at Suzuka. Suzuka in the past not really being a very troublesome track. It is very quick though. There's not a lot of slow, hard braking turns on this course. So this race usually goes by pretty quickly. And that's pretty much what we are planning to see here today, as Rice is sizing up his teammate, Kudos Khalid. BMW as a whole not having the season that they have wanted to have here, signing on Rice as their number 2 driver. Rice actually having a lot of difficulty ever since Daytona. Ever since his accident with Jensen, Rice has just been absolutely on the back door. But someone who hasn't been on the back door is Batter. Batter has been doing an absolutely amazing job with Porsche. As you can see, they're leading the Constructors. They've been doing fantastic together, him and Project G. Their relationship growing very quickly. And there's talk already that Batter will be re-signed for next season with Porsche. So Batter absolutely doing a fantastic job with Porsche. As we continue on the lower half of the field, Mystics getting passed on the inside by Wyatt. Wyatt's Garage kind of having the same season as he did in Season 2 with that C8 Corvette. Chevy really can't seem to figure out that car, as it's definitely not a driver issue. As we've stated before, that Wyatt's Garage has proven that he can be on the top half of the grid, but it's just that car he just can't seem to figure out. Casanova now, ooh, Burgori actually was looking to go for a move on both of them momentarily, and he might still go on one on Casanova. We are now about halfway through this race now, as the field is getting shooken up quite intensely due to all of the mid-race pit stops, as Rice gets pushed out by Fairley, rejoining the grid from the pit stops. Very, very close there. Could have potentially had a very bad high-speed accident, but thankfully Rice was able to keep that BMW under control. One of the rare times this season that he was able to do that. But Fairley, more importantly, rejoining the grid quite aggressively there. Fairley trying really hard to get back to the top of the grid. Her battle with Gao and Isidro being very, very close this season. Literally just mere single-digit points going to make all the difference for the championship. So the battle is very much on for every single position when it comes to those drivers and those teams, Lamborghini, Porsche, and Mercedes, who are your top teams, and the constructors. So once again, the battle is most certainly fierce between those drivers and teams. And as you see here, Fairley sizing up Ferragori. Will she go for the move this time around? No, she will not. Ferragori will keep the lane defended for now. However, now they're on the back straight. This is where this Lamborghini truly shines with that V10 engine. And there she goes. She's looking for the opening. She doesn't go for it just yet, but she is practically eating off of his rear bumper. She goes on the inside. Ferragori nicely defends it, closes the door, but he will not be able to defend forever. As now they are reaching the front straight, and it's as I mentioned, I mean, to be completely honest, this track is a little unfair. It definitely does favor the bigger displacement teams, as we are now on the front straight and fairly looking, getting a slight pull here towards the end, but the braking zone might save Ferragori. It does. Fairley is forced to tuck back in going into the corners, and this is where the lower displacement teams prevail. But once they get back to the long straights, it is a little unfair, if I'm to be completely honest. Ooh, Ferragori losing traction, making a mistake. The door opens wide open. Fairley tries to take it, but Ferragori, I must applaud you, my friend, doing amazing fending off this incredibly hungry Fairley. Doing a really good job going through these tighter sections. It looks like Fairley unable to go through them as quickly as she falls back quite a bit. Ferragori making a little bit of gap that he desperately needs, but Fairley looking to reclose that gap very quickly, actually. So it all comes down to this final lap. Fairley currently in second place, looking to hunt down the lead of the Drivers' Championship, trying to dethrone Gao currently. Ramsey, the only one in the way of that currently, in P1. Can Ramsey hold on? He has a very, very nice gap as of right now, but Fairley is closing that gap at an alarming rate, and Suzuka is one of the bigger tracks in this season. One lap taking nearly 2 minutes. Will Ramsey be able to hold on? As I mentioned, that gap is closing incredibly quickly. Fairley is absolutely starving for another victory, another huge scoop of points that she will desperately need towards the end of this season if she's to win either the Drivers' Championship or the Constructors. And here she is within 2. You can see her clearly in Ramsey's rear view camera. She's going for it. She has an tremendous draft. She is now on his quarter, going on the inside. Will she get past though? Yes, she will. Ramsey will concede first place to Fairley. Congratulations, Fairley, on an absolutely incredible drive. Lamborghini will win again this season here in Japan. Ramsey will come second. Rice will actually get a podium, which I do not believe he has done since the first race this season. So here are the drivers' standing points after the race today. Unfortunately, Fairley did not dethrone Gao. However, she has gotten within just 1 point of first place. which means that this battle is definitely not over yet. Going to the constructors, Porsche still in the lead by a fair cushion, but will they be able to extend? Well, we'll find out next race. Race number 8. We hope to see y'all there. We hope y'all have enjoyed. Y'all have a good one. Stay safe. Goodbye.